Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 17 of our No Nonsense November 30-day challenge. Today, our topic is to stop overthinking. Why do we want to stop overthinking? Because if we are locked into procrastination, making excuses, playing the victim, thinking negatively, listing off all the what-if possible things that could happen instead of taking action, we are stuck. We are stuck in overthinking. We can have analysis paralysis and all those other fun things that people share and bring attention to the fact that we're not executing, we're not taking action, we're not doing the things that we know we need to do, that we know we want to do in order to progress and grow and build and supersize our business. So how do we deal with these things? I have a couple strategies that I like to use. One is I'll apply a process like our annual challenge process this year, the ideas process, or last year's process, the growing process. Or I'll do a quick, okay, if I think I need to analyze this to depth and before I take action, let's do a quick SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the action. And then I always talk myself into taking the action. Another thing I learned from Mel Robbins, I don't remember when she wrote the book or when it's from. It's been years now, I think around 2020 or maybe even before. Her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 action, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now way of dealing with things. And I love that because as humans, I think the vast majority of us have a propensity for not taking action. It's what? If we tell ourselves that we're not good at taking action and that we're not consistent, that we have a hard time making decisions, what do we get more of? More difficult decisions that we have to make, less action, less results, etc. So today, I want you to think about one area where you've known for a while, and you get to define what a while is. I have things I know I've needed to do for over a decade, and I still haven't done. Come on, really? So I get it. If you don't think I'm picking on you, I'm picking on all of us, and I want us to pick on ourselves and hold ourselves accountable to the things that we said we were going to do for our business to help it grow and build and supersize. And one of those is actually demonstrating and leading for the other people in our organization how to make decisions and take action immediately. How to, maybe we're feeling some resistance in the form of procrastination or doubt, worry, fear, or negative emotions, to me are resistance. And if we are, we need to give ourselves a little space, take a little time, take a deep breath, close our eyes usually, and think about, well, what is really going on here? Because the action that we're going to take is usually just one part of trying to just move us in the direction we want to go to build and grow our business. And it's not the be all end of the world, right? It is if you're doing a giant project and you haven't planned and implemented and done your what ifs along the way and managed the different steps involved in that. But normally the day-to-day decisions that we need to make and the actions that we need to take, we shouldn't be overthinking any of those. Another strategy I use for handling this is we create, and I help to do that. I do it for myself, but people in all of our different organizations have documented processes, tools, and how to use those tools and things so that if they get stuck, they can say, okay, wait a minute, stop. Let me do this and just the next step in the process so that we don't have to overthink it, so we don't have to rethink it, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel, so we can be efficient and effective and focus on what really matters and doing the things that we know we need to do and not overthink them. Guess what? There's plenty of problems, plenty of situations, plenty of challenges that come up that we need to use our brains and our thinking caps and think about. But think about strategically, focus on the solution, not the problem, once it's identified, and then just start taking action to resolve that as quickly as possible. The faster we are at decision making and problem solving, the faster our business will grow, build, and supersize. All right, so action item today, think of one thing that you have been thinking about for a while and just take one action toward it. Share in the comments below what you did, if you're brave enough to do that, which I think we probably all are, and how it made you feel. I will tell you, every time I catch myself doing something like that and I take an action, it's like a weight lifted, and all of a sudden I know what to do next and what to do next. And then I kick myself just a little bit about so that I learn the lesson to not overthink next time, right? All right, have an amazing day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow for day 18 of our No Nonsense November 30-day challenge. Have an awesome day.